Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Professor A.S. Deshpande, Registrar VTU Belagavi. Respected Guest of Honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Ulala, Co-Founder and CEO, Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, Bangalore. Respected Dr. P.V. Konnur, President, LIS Academy. Dr. T.A. Mohan, Secretary, LIS Academy. Sri Chandrasekhar Adiga, Ms. Kasturi, tutor of this proficiency course, LIS Academy staff members, and very dear learners. A very happy morning, each and everyone available in this virtual inaugural session. On behalf of LIS Academy and my own behalf, I, DP Tripathi, welcome you all to the inaugural function of online English proficiency course for LIS professionals. Friends, we all know that studying a foreign language can increase cultural knowledge and can help us feel more confident in different domain of our life. It is also a fact that learning a second language improves our brain functionality. Studies also show that people who speak more than one language have improved memory, problem solving, and critical thinking skills, enhanced concentration, ability to multitask, and better listening skills. If we take the example of English, which is spoken at a useful level by some 1.7 billion people worldwide, that's 1 in every 4. Being able to speak English is not just about being able to communicate with native English speakers. If you want to speak to someone from another country, then the chances are that you will both be speaking English to do this. Friends, LIS Academy in collaboration with Net Analytics, Lanquil is organizing English proficiency course for LIS professionals to enable the LIS professional to perform their duties efficiently and communicate with their clientele fluently. Lanquil certification program is impaneled on National Education Alliance for Technology, NEET of AICTE, where every learner has to pay a concessional fee of rupees 400 for using the Lanquil platform and practice. Whereas the English proficiency course for LIS professionals is offered free of cost with 10 lectures from the language experts along with the Lanquil platform practicing opportunities. The learners can also take the test anytime, and based on his/her performance, 7 levels of certificates will be issued. The more you practice, the higher level of grade certificates you will get. LIS Academy is very proud and extremely thankful to the trainers of this proficiency course. Let me introduce Mr. Chandrasekhar Adiga and Ms. Kasturi, who will be training to the learning during the entire course. Mr. Chandrasekhar Adiga has extensive experience in training, especially in English proficiency. Ms. Kasturi holds master degree in English literature from Calcutta University. Having started off as an English teacher, she has catered to students of all grades, starting from middle school to high school. LIS Academy and Lanquil will be also conducting another advanced program for the selected best participants of this course. The yardsticks for selection of candidates for the advanced course is as follows. The participants should have attended at least 9 classes out of 10. The participants should have scored higher marks in the average scores of all quiz tests. The participants should have given best feedback for all the classes. And only 50 participants will be selected for the advanced course. Now, friends, I would like to brief a little about LIS Academy. LIS Academy is established as a professional charitable trust to work for the profession's development, assist libraries with the state-of-art technology, and recognize the best performing professional with awards and appreciation. The primary focus is to provide need-based service to the profession and advanced library and information science. The LIS Academy aims to reach the unreached LIS professional in rural settings to minimize the digital divide It also aims to work for the public libraries, the segment that almost remains an area of neglect. The purpose of this proficiency course is to help LIS professionals in improving their proficiency in English. This course will help the professionals to understand and enhance the capability to perform day-to-day tasks more efficiently and professionally. Enhance the knowledge of grammar, style, and vocabulary. Enhance listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. Get Langquill English Proficiency Certification. Complimentary access to Langquill platform for 1 year. Friends, now I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our honorable chief guest of the day, Professor A.S. Deshpande, sir, Registrar VTU Velagavi, to this gathering. Professor A.S. Deshpande, presently working as a registrar of VTU Velagavi since July 2019, after serving as a principal of Gogte Institute of Technology, Belagavi, for 10 years. Sir has also worked with GIT for 30 years in various capacities, also served as a principal at Ajnel College of Engineering, Bandra. He also worked with Kirloskar Brothers Limited, Kirloskar Wadi and Best and Crompton. Completed graduation in mechanical engineering from BBB College of Engineering, Hubli, followed by MTech from IIT Kanpur. Obtained doctoral degree in mechanical engineering from NITK Surathkal and successfully guided 9 candidates for PhD and presently guiding 5 candidates. He has, to his credit, 72 papers in journal and conferences. I request all the participants to please join my hands to welcome Deshpande sir with this little brief about Pandey sir. I request him to deliver his inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Uh, Namaskar and very good morning. Uh, Honorable dignitaries who are attending the program. Of course, I could see Professor Konnur, Professor Lakshmi Narayana, and the team leaders from Net Analytics and Langquill. And also, I could see many distinguished librarians, distinguished participants from the different domains participating in this very, very important workshop. Of course, Professor Konnur and LIS Academy has got a close association with university since many years. Whatever assignment, whatever project that Professor Konnur starts, always he does it with the full passion. And always I see that all the programs have some defined outcomes, and he identifies the right partners to ensure that the whole program, the whole concept is delivered in a more meaningful manner and in a more professional manner. Of course, the English proficiency, as you all know, is undoubtedly probably one of the most important requirement of the day. As rightly mentioned by Tripathi ji, close to 1.7 plus billion people use this language. And if you see, it is probably the most widely used international language. Maybe it is used in communication, it is used in business, it is used in science and technology, it is used in entertainment. You could see the English language is being used extensively across domains, and primarily, maybe because of the way it got spread across globe, and every cross section of the people started using it. Of course, one would start learning a language, or one would start adapting a particular concept only and only when they find some value into it. I would learn French when I see that there is some value into it. I get some benefit if I know French. Similarly, I will do a particular course only if I am going to get some benefit in terms of maybe the satisfaction, or could be business advantage, or could be something else. So if you start thinking on these lines, I think English is probably a language which would certainly give you back lot many things. Of course. in India, as we all know, we are typically a highly diversified country. We have the different languages spoken across states and across zones. And still we see that maybe in past few years, the English is being focused more even at the primary level. But in the earlier days or little few years before, the vernacular medium, the mother tongue learning, of course, has been a most accepted system. Even if we look at the national education policy, the national education policy is also insisting that yes, the fundamental or the basic learning should be done in your mother tongue. But primarily, once you are good with the basics, the fundamentals. You need to communicate. You need to get connected to the world. You need the support of the languages like English. Of course, the English, to be more specific, English. The as far as the other foreign languages are concerned, yes, they are important, but they are important for the limited zones or for the limited purpose. But the single language that could connect each one across globe would be English. And the language plays an important role. Of course, I was just trying to understand the course content when sorry, Lakshminarayana ji was mentioning about different modules.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Now, sir, it has been muted all through.
It
And
is okay now, sir. You are audible.
No,
No,
sir,
but
just last 10
earlier
seconds it
part.
was muted.
No, no,
So for
sir.
the
Just
last
for the
Last,
last 10 seconds only.
only for
You
last
are
10
Okay,
audible.
seconds.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm
And you
sorry.
can as well adjust the camera also, sir, little.
Just see.
Now it's
Okay.
perfect, sir.
Now.
yes, sir, nice,
Yep.
nice.
No, sir.
I'm sorry because okay, yeah. So the other languages do have significance, but the significance is restricted for specific zones or specific domains. But English is probably a language which has got an excellent global connect, and by learning English, certainly you or one could get a major benefit. Of course, the learning, the fundamental learning could happen in mother tongue, but the proficiency in English would certainly build you a full-scale professional. The purpose of the language is to communicate efficiently and meaningfully. And of course, you have some thought process in your mind, and you want to communicate that thought process to the people across. And if you don't have the right words, if you don't have the right phrases, and if you don't use the right tone, the whole purpose of transferring your thought process gets defeated. So I strongly believe that yes, the learning could be done in two ways: the formal learning, which is of course done through courses, through books, and through some platforms. But also we have to go for what we call it as an experiential learning. The experiential learning, in the sense, you should get into that situation and start interacting, start talking, and uh, you know try to find out where the things went wrong and how you could correct. Take the help of the experts and correct yourself for that purpose. And this kind of an experiential learning component would certainly build you a better person. Of course, this particular course, the proficiency course, which is being offered at different levels, I'm sure would be of great use to the participants, the the registered candidates who would be going through this course. I'm very happy to see a good response for this particular course. As far as the university is concerned, the university also has been very serious as far as the language learning is concerned. Of course, we do have few courses on English learning which have been incorporated in the syllabus. We will discuss with Professor Konur. We'll see how some of the content which you have planned, if it could be a part of it. And end of the day, we want to ensure that the students get the best. And another important point we must note here is that this generation, especially we call it as a generation alpha or delta or whatever, because generation Y has become old now, so they're calling it a generation alpha or delta. The point is that this generation is very demanding, and they know what is good and what is not good. and they are very keen on learning the languages, the technologies, or whatever we say, which is relevant for today's context. And I think the whole course could be formulated more and could be toned to that extent. And yes, it could be offered to different types of stakeholders depending on their requirement. So with these brief words, once again, I would like to thank Professor Konur and his team for inviting me for this particular program. And I wish all the best for all the participants and resource persons of the program. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you for your
Thank
excellent
you.
advice given to the LIS professionals. And
Thank
we also thank you very much for your inaugural address. You have rightly pointed out that if the thought process is not executed properly through communication, then the whole purpose will get defeated. And I hope your advices will be taken by all the professionals seriously, and they will take benefit of this proficiency course. Now I feel honored to introduce the guest of honor,
you.
Sri Lakshmi Narayana Ulalaji, who is the co-founder of Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, and who has 20 plus years of experience in the software industry. He has also worked in USA, UK, Australia, and traveled extensively for consulting assignments and deliver software solutions to the Fortune 500 clients. He is passionate about bringing technology in education and make the best technology solution reach the masses across the section of the society. It's a really great privilege to welcome Sri Lakshmi Narayana Ulala sir. May I now request Sri Ulala sir to share his views on this occasion, please. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tripathi ji, and also Professor Deshpande for the inaugural speech and for highlighting the importance of English proficiency. Definitely, those are the apt words and thoughts, which definitely, everyone need to take it seriously and to move forward. Um, just as a background, for this course. We were looking at options for our company's CSR initiatives, which will have the maximum impact in the education and can reach maximum number of students in the society. So this course is a brainchild of Dr. Kunnur, and this perfectly fits our CSR objectives. So what we believe is training LIS professionals will not only help them better equipped to perform their duties, and also as a ripple effect, since they are representing their college, their institute, so they will also be, spreading this awareness and learnings to the larger audience. So the respective institutes also get benefited, and there is a ripple effect across. So what we believe is like training LIS professionals definitely is one of the top, the most benefit. It will benefit the most in terms of spreading the awareness to the students. So just as a since I am not from the LIS background, so just I want to just talk a little bit about LIS profession from my understanding of LIS profession. So since like every other profession, LIS profession also being evolved, like as we see new challenges, like there is a pandemic, and there is a courses are online and students are logging online and listening to the courses, listening to the recorded sessions of lectures. So the role of librarians are ever evolving, and it is currently evolved to a totally different level because the explosion of digital assets, since librarians are kind of their custodian of digital the information assets. So since you have the explosion in the digital assets, so there are recorded lectures, e-resources, technology platforms. So there are too many the knowledge assets which are being added to the for consumption. So librarians are since they have to help students to deal with online classes with the same effectiveness and efficiency. So librarians are custodians of information assets. So there is a huge role to be played by the librarians in the coming days. And from my understanding, like librarians play the three critical roles. One is their custodian of information assets. That was like from beginning, like maybe nowadays, like we used to say, like when we go to library, librarians are like managing the books. But now then that get into e-books and then e-resources, and now you have the technology platforms. So they are not just the custodian of the assets, they are now custodian of knowledge. So there is a huge there is a evolution from the way they function. Also the knowledge required or the skills required to run the library, it is definitely going to make a difference to the university as well. If you see the top universities in the world, if you go to their information center or library, there is a huge amount of information that could be from the ebooks, e-resources, or it could be the technology platforms and also recorded sessions. So there's a huge explosion in the digital assets, and hence the role of librarians as well evolved. So why I'm bringing these things, because since the role is evolving, so there is a definitely requirement to have librarians have more knowledge about the digital assets what they have. So they need to be more aware of the books what they have, ebooks they have, technology platforms available, and they should be able to guide the students of their respective universities to help them to to get maximum resources possible to learn. And also they are kind of public relations officers, because they are the ones who will have good relationship with the vendors, clients, and also the other libraries, because it is not possible to have everything accumulated within. So they also need to have more relation, like better relations with the other clients, other vendors, or other organizations. So there is a huge requirement to have better proficiency in English. It is, as Professor Deshpande mentioned, it is not just since English is a global, considered as a global language now, like more or less, like in at least Indian context, we are using English as the primary language when it comes to the library, right? So having a better proficiency definitely going to help them to deal with their challenges, day-to-day challenges better, and also more effectively and more productively. And having better soft skills, it is well known fact that it will increase their confidence, and also with the better confidence, generally we see better outcomes, right? So that's why we believe having a good this kind of course definitely going to help the LIS professionals in terms of dealing with the new challenges like what I mentioned now. And also having I mean also they have since they are custodians of knowledge, they can pass this knowledge to the students of the college as well. So just coming to the course, I have discussed this earlier, but just as a again, I will repeat very briefly. So in this course, we are going to have 10 sessions, so 9 more sessions, where each session is going to we are going to cover one topic per day. There is the topic of the day which is relevant to the LIS professionals, and each topic again will be divided into there is a problem solution and how the tool technology can help them to do that better. Okay, there is a topic of the day, and also we are going to cover some of the grammar topics in a little more interactive way. That could be a role play, or that could be some fun examples, which you could which will make you understand the concepts better. And also there will be a quiz at the end of every course, every day, every session, to help you with the to know your understanding of the topic and the grammar topics discussed. At the end of it, we are also going to explain about the certifications available and how they are mapped to the CEFR levels. And you will be given access for 1 year, so you could take the certifications at your convenience. Um, yeah, and also about the Langpill platform. So Langpill provides a online language lab facility. So and it can be accessed from anywhere, from any device, and you could practice the LSRW skills. You could also there is a comprehensive writing platform where the analysis of you can write in the platform, or you could use the platform to upload a document if you already have a thesis or publication written in a Word format or LaTeX format, or any format which you use in your institute. So you could upload the document, and the platform will identify the grammar errors, style errors and vocabulary errors, all the mistakes, along with the autocorrect option as well. But we strongly believe like we want to, since this is, we want to consider this as a learning platform. The platform is designed in such a way that we explain the concepts behind the mistakes what you make. So that way it is easy. So you learn the language, for life. So it make it as a habit to write a better English. That's what the objective of this platform as well. So we don't really try to autocorrect and just solve the problem at the for the moment. So you learn for life. And yeah, I think that's it from me for today. So so thank you very much. And I'm pleased to to be part of this course and to contribute to the LS profession this way. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful the coverage and the brief about the course also. Thank you very much for briefing us and share his views on this occasion about the proficiency course. Now I invite the person who has conceptualized this wonderful course for the benefit of library professionals. He is our beloved Konur sir. I would like to brief about Konur sir. Professor P.V. Konur, former LIS professor, Rani Channamma University, and presently serving as advisor BTU Consortium Belagavi. Professor Konur is also serving as the president of LIS Academy, a charitable trust to serve the libraries and librarians across the country. Since 4 years, LIS Academy is successfully serving the LIS professionals in the entire country. So far, LIS Academy has enrolled nearly 900 members, aiming to reach 10,000 members in near future. The LIS Academy membership is free and can be registered through the LIS Academy website. Dr. Konur is a postgraduate in library science. He also completed his PhD in library and information science from Karnataka University, Dharwad. Sir has served in different organizations in different capacities during his service till his retirement. And after also the retirement, he is serving as a director. He served as a director of publication division in VTU Belagavi for 2 years and presently serving as an advisor VTU Consortium of e-resources. I really feel blessed to be associated with Dr. Konur sir. He has a very vast experience in library science and as well in other domains. It is really a privilege and honor to request Dr. Konur sir to deliver his presidential address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Tripathi ji. Respected chief guest of this occasion and Registrar of Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belagavi, Professor S. Deshpande ji, guest of honor and co-founder and chief operating officer of Mrs. Net Analytics, Sri Lakshmi Narayan ji, Dr. Tripathi, Deputy Librarian, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, Dr. T.A. Mohan, Librarian of Siddhganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur, all participants of the English Proficiency course for LIS professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to all of you from LIS Academy. Friends, learning is a continuous process of mankind. There is no end to learn in our lives. Some learning will be formal and some are informal. Life itself teaches us many lessons. Libraries are considered as a temple of knowledge, and librarian facilitates the dissemination of knowledge continuously, transacting with user community. The communication skills of librarians play a vital role in reaching out to users most effectively. English is considered as a universal language and an essential tool for communication among people of different nationalities. The Indian education system has also adopted English as a medium of instruction along with its vernacular as per 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. English has become an inevitable language for communication in India, especially in the process of knowledge dissemination. Libraries being the repositories of knowledge, much of their content and collection is in English, which necessitates the libraries to have proficiency in English. The ability to speak and write confidently and fluently to the library users is one of the basic requirements of librarians. One need to learn useful phrases and vocabulary to describe and present their library and its services to the library user, whether they present on a one-to-one basis or in a small user groups. As already detailed by Dr. Tripathi, LIS Academy, since its inception of in 2016, is putting its effort to support the continuous learning process of LIS fraternity by conducting several programs like conferences, workshops, seminars, symposia, and special lectures, etc. We have been able to reach sizable group of librarians and support them in their professional pursuits. We thank Mrs. Net Analytics for their support and collaboration. Now, LIS Academy, in collaboration with Net Analytics, is organizing this English proficiency course for LIS professionals to enable them to perform their duties efficiently and communicate with their clientele fluently. LIS Academy is also conducting, as already informed to you by Tripathi Ji, the 6 proficiency courses in collaboration with VTU. We thank VTU for giving us an opportunity to associate with VTU in conducting those programs. I will be failing in my duties if I do not convey my gratitude to VTU. There are several technological institutions in the country, but unfortunately, none of them, nor even the formal universities, could be able to give importance for librarians and library science profession at large. Whereas VTU has thought it most important and useful for the profession, and they have been supporting the LIS profession in starting different courses like a proficiency courses of 6 courses. At the same time, VTU has also initiated to start master's degree program in library information, library and technology, library and technologies, MSc LTM, Library Technologies and Management. Now the proposal has gone to UGC for its approval of the course title like MSc LTM, Library Technologies and Management. Once it is released and approved, course will be started from the VTU. Because the librarianship has taken different routes from its birth itself, that because of the technological growth, the library profession is also changing from its traditional fold to that of a technological fold. Today, without learning the technology and without learning the English language, the profession will become incomplete itself. So the VTU has thought it more appropriate to teach technology bent of library science into the LIS professionals and prepare the manpower for the future day requirement of our profession at large. So I thank Dr. S. Deshpande as well as the Vice Chancellor of VTU for having given a blessing to our profession at large and helping our profession. Professor Deshpande was very aptly describing the learning process of the librarians who will also have to learn formal learning at the same time experiential learning also, so that you will be learn along with the practicing. And now this is the exercise what we are trying to give you now is the experiential learning. We don't want to teach you the grammar, and it is not the age for you all to learn grammar. It is the age for you to learn your practices, how best you can practice, how best you can build your willpower, how best you can make yourself more and more used in our experiences of day-to-day life activities of the librarianship. So we will be hand-holding you in learning the communication skills to your clientele as such. And as Professor Deshpande sir has also said that VTU is also conducting its in English language for its first semester student, first and second semester students. Alliance Academy is very keen to associate with VTU in organizing those programs also. And I'm very much thankful, and I'm looking at the enthusiasm of the lot of about nearing 100 participants who have been gathering here. I thank all of you, and I wish you a very very best learning experience of English language. And those, as rightly told by Tripathi ji, those who perform well in the quizzes which are conducted end of every sessions, and their best scored librarians will be chosen for the advanced course also. We will train about 50 participants for the advanced courses. I thank Lankville for being with us. I thank VTU for being with us. And I thank the Professor Dr. Tripathi for having given me a nice introduction also. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your motivational words. You are an inspiration for all of us. And I request everyone that please, whatever sir has suggested, you follow it seriously. And definitely it is going to benefit all of you. Once again, friends, I'm going to let you all know, as I already mentioned in the beginning, that we are working in these centers. The library is a place where we are supposed to deliver different services. So library is a information center where we provide different kind of services. It may be related to user, it may be related to our resources, and different kind of services. Because and the most important thing, that we are living in the digital era, where we all the professionals are supposed to be equipped with the technology. And what are those technology? These are automation, digitization, web technology, web application development, mobile app development, research support service, subject guide, research data management, reference management, and research writing tools, anti-plagiarism. There are in number of tools which we can learn, and we can enhance our library services. Keeping all that in view, let us thank to LIS Academy, who has come up in association with VTU Belagavi with 6 proficiency course. I have already mentioned, sir has also mentioned his in his presidential address. These 6 proficiency courses in library automation and digital library technologies, scientometrics and library data analytics, e-resource management and e-publishing, web technologies for libraries and database management system, research integrity and scholarly publishing, intellectual property and management, and patenting. These 6 proficiency courses will give you the wider scope of learning, and it will equip you to be the better in a library and information science domain. So my as a library professional, once again, I just suggest and I strongly recommend that if you are really looking for upgrading your skill, so you should just think about it, and you should definitely join these courses. And for more details, you can go to the website, Lisa Institute of Advanced Studies, lisaias.lisacademy.org, where you can get all the details. Now, I would like to request Dr. T.A. Mohan sir to propose vote of thanks to propose vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tripathi ji. Respected chief guest of this online inaugural event of this English proficiency course for LIS professionals, chief guest and registrar of VTU Belagavi, Professor A.S. Deshpande, guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayan Ullal, co-founder and COO, Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, Bangalore, president of this occasion, and the president of LIS Bangalore, and my guru, Dr. P. Konu, all the resource persons and participants of the English proficiency course for LS professionals. My sincere thanks to all of you for making this event grand success. It gives me an immense pleasure to thank our beloved registrar, Professor A.S. Deshpande, for his inaugural address given on this occasion and explain the importance of communication skill and learning of English language. Sir, on behalf of LIS Academy and Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, I wholeheartedly thank you for being with us online today and delivering your inspiring address. I thank the other guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayan Ullal, co-founder and Chief Operating Officer, Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, Bengaluru. Sir, on behalf of LIS Academy and behalf of Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited, I wholeheartedly thank you for being with us online today and deliver your guest of honor address. I thank Dr. P.V. Konur, President of this event and President of LIS Academy for his presidential remarks, sir. On behalf of LIS Academy and on behalf of Net Analytics Technology Private Limited, I wholeheartedly thank you for being with us online today and delivering your presidential address, sir. The team of LIS professionals who are strongly joined their hands with LIS Academy and are responsible for initiating several innovative initiatives. I thank trustees of LIS Academy and entire LIS professionals in general for their support. I thank the trainer of this English proficiency course for LIS professionals, Mr. Chandrasekhar Ediga and Ms. Kasturi. I thank both of them on behalf of LIS Academy and Net Analytics Technologies Private Limited. I thank all the registered participants of this English proficiency course for LIS professionals. I wish them all the participants an excellent learning experience of the English proficiency course. I thank one and all for their presence in this program. Thank you.